Here you can see it over the last 24 hours. This was the first cold front that moved through. Here is the secondary that formed. We're in the cold air behind it. Now we're looking at another disturbance. And you notice where these are coming from. They're not coming from the west. They're coming from the north. So they have lots of cold air, not as much moisture as they would if they came from the west. You could actually draw on the jet stream by looking at this map. You would put the jet stream right around here, and then you would bring it up as we have the cool air here, the polar air, versus the warmer air east of the Rockies. This general pattern is pretty typical for this time of the year, except this trough is a little farther south and a little stronger than it normally is. As a result, inland temperatures have been running about 5 degrees below normal. Well, you know what the difference between a typhoon and a hurricane is?
Not exactly.
There is none. It's the same type of storm, but what we call a hurricane in the eastern Pacific is called a typhoon in the western Pacific.
I just learned something.
Yeah.
All right.
We still have winter storm warnings in effect for practically all of the Sierra into the Tehachapi and the San Bernardino Mountains and even into the Coast Range. Winter weather advisories elsewhere.
Phil Frame has our first look at the weather today. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Elisa. Well, we had quite a bit of weather in Salinas this morning, but things have quieted it down. I will tell you how long it's going to last and a quick look at our weekend forecast coming right up. At this time of the year, that's pretty much all we forecast. Is it going to be a deep marine layer? Is it going to be a shallow marine layer? Right now, it's a deep marine layer.
Hot shots now. You're looking at a zebra that broke loose from a circus and caused some traffic backup in Atlanta. The zebra went across downtown Atlanta, ending up on the highway, as you see there. Police responded, keeping it on the side of the road until a trailer pulled up to take the zebra home. Not something you see every day, but thank goodness, right, Phil, that nothing happened to it. That's on the highway. Could have been disastrous.
But you know what? He was just horsing around. I don't think it was a big deal at all.
Good one, Phil. All right.
Sorry about that.
We'll let that one slide. We're going to check the forecast again.
This is Phil Freeman for Carl Thormeyer, and you knew it was coming. We've been talking about it. Here it is. This is Soledad, Palo Escrito, at about 4,400 feet above sea level, and that white stuff you see is a dusting of snow, and temperatures at the lower elevations, as you'd expect. On the cool side, we have 43 right now in Hollister, up to 45 in King City, and around the area, Monterey is the warmest, but not quite 50 degrees, 49 degrees there, and everybody else in the 40s, generally low to mid 40s. Now, here's the situation. This is what happened over the last 12 hours. This is what went through. Gave us all the wind, the lightning, the hail, the snow, and we had actually seen the previous cold front move through a day or so before. You notice how it's just really washed out. We saw this new cold front form, and it passed through, gave us all the weather. Behind it, we have the cool, unstable air mass. You can see, though, no big blobs of radar, so it indicates that, yeah, we'll have a few showers, but it's not going to be like last night. And you can see the cold air is really starting to move into Northern California. You got to go to Southern California before you see 50 degrees, 39 right now in Eureka, 25 in Lake Tahoe. And here is the first cold front that moved through a couple of days. And this is 24 hours ago. And then bring you up to the latest image, and we have our new secondary cold front, and we have the cool, unstable air mass. There's some clear areas behind it, but there's also some shower activity. We have another weather system moving down. You notice this stuff is coming straight down from the north. That's why it is so chilly. Now, if we take a look at our Futurecast forecast model, here's the deal. This is the precipitation for today, and a lot of this is really scattered. The jet stream is going to lift a little bit to the northeast, but this next weather system is going to come down and threaten us on Tuesday. This is really cold stuff, so we'll see snow to low elevations. Redding will probably get snow. We're right on the edge of it, so I don't know if we're going to get anything. And in any event, since it's coming down from the north, doesn't have a lot of moisture, so we're not going to get a lot of precipitation. And then afterwards for Thursday, we have high pressure, so Turkey Day's looking good, although we're watching this weather system for next weekend. We'll keep you posted on that. As far as microcast goes, well, no surprises, just a few scattered showers. I think it's overdoing the cloudiness a little bit. I think we will get spots of sun today, but we also will get clouds, and there will be a few scattered showers, but again, nothing like what we had last night. For the San Francisco Bay Area today, you can expect highs in the low to mid-50s with a mixed bag of some sun, some showers, some clouds, and temperatures below normal with a mixed bag as well today in the Santa Clara Valley. And here in the Salinas Valley, you'll see some sun, you'll see some clouds, and you'll probably see some showers, highs in the 50s. And for the Monterey Bay Area, temperatures will be in the 50s, and all of these are below normal. And in the Santa Cruz Mountains, it's going to be downright chilly. Highs generally only in the 40s. You got to get to Santa Cruz and the lower elevations before you see 50s. Thanksgiving, great weather. Watch out for some patchy, dense fog, especially if you're traveling in the San Joaquin Valley. And then for the next 7 days, the big story beginning tonight is going to be those freezing temperatures, and we'll see a hard freeze in some of the cooler protected valley areas. Probably not tonight, but watch out Monday night and Tuesday night especially. In Santa Cruz at Branciforte, it is currently 85 degrees, 86 in Hollister, 87 degrees right now in Bradley. Hardly any difference among the stations, but then you take a look at the larger view, and we have 92 right now in Salinas, one of the warmer readings. Monterey is reporting 73, but that is because it hasn't updated. This was actually an hour ago, but you can see it has really warmed up just as we expected. This is also true across the state of California, except for Eureka. They're getting a bit of an onshore flow, but you take them out of the picture and you have 90s and 100s. In fact, Salinas is warmer than any point in the Central Valley right now because we're getting those east to southeast winds bringing up that warm, even hot air from the Salinas Valley. Now here's the satellite imagery. Over the last few hours, we were watching this fog layer. It wasn't clear if it was going to make it on shore this morning, but it didn't, and that's because the offshore flow really pushed it away. Here's the situation according to our Futurecast forecast model for the next 5 days. We're going to continue to see this warm, dry air over us under the influence of very strong high pressure. It is going to move to the east and weaken slightly, but as you can see, we're still under the influence of the very warm air. We will see probably an increase in an onshore flow later this week, and we'll probably see the development of areas of fog along the coast. But because the overall weather pattern isn't going to change much, this is probably not going to penetrate too far inland, if at all. So it means we'll continue to see above normal temperatures, although today looks to be the warmest day of the bunch. Now here's the situation according to Microcast, and you can see we have that offshore flow, and according to Microcast, the winds are going to turn around and we should see cooling at around 2 p.m. this afternoon. But if you're far inland, you're not going to get any of that cooling at all. It's just going to keep heating up until 4 or 5 p.m. this evening. And then tomorrow, same situation, very similar, although it looks like the onshore flow will move in a little sooner. So as a result, we won't get as warm tomorrow as we are today. If you're going to San Francisco, it is going to be sunny and warmer. Expect a high of 82 in the city to 94 in Redwood City and Mountain View. For the Santa Clara Valley, sunny and warmer. Highs from 96 in San Jose to 102 in Gilroy. And here in the Salinas Valley, it's hard to tell when those winds are going to shift. We're still getting the east-southeast winds here in Salinas, and as long as we get that, we're going to keep warming up. I'm going to say 98 for the high before the wind shifts, up to 104 in Greenfield, where they're not going to feel the influence of the sea breeze at all today. And for the Monterey Bay area, you can expect temperatures ranging from the 70s up to 104 in Big Sur, 103 in Carmel Valley. And for the Santa Cruz County area, well, it's going to be hot. It probably already is hot. Expect highs from the mid-90s to 103 in Scotts Valley. And for the next 7 days, we are going to see slightly cooler temperatures in the inland areas, just a gradual cooling trend, but still above normal through the period. And then along the coast, we'll probably see somewhat more dramatic cooling, but also still well above normal along the coast for the next 7 days.
90s in Santa Cruz.
Well, they were 100 the other day.
Oh, my goodness.
So
I don't have any air conditioning.
90s, no big deal.
Okay. So to come today on the Health Watch.